Basics. My name is Natalie, and today we're gonna just keep sculpting a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you want to see some fun sculpting, continue watching. I'll be giving tips throughout, but that's it for today, just sculpting. So yeah. Right now I have my mirror modifier on, so I have mesh symmetry in the x-axis, and that can be put on by this little butterfly tool up here. We're currently in the sculpting tab with sculpt mode on. And we have the bird fella from the last few episodes. And I'm just gonna start fleshing out his face a little bit more. Now I'm using the draw tool. That's what I'm using to make these lines. I have my strength and everything at default, so you shouldn't need to make any adjustments until you're wanting to do something different. So if you're sculpting on your mesh and it's not looking like this, and it's letting you sculpt on it, that's probably meaning that you don't have enough vertices. So imagine that sculpting in Blender is basically just grabbing vertices and moving them around in different ways. Each of these sculpting tools is just a fancy way of, pushing around vertices. But you can go into model mode, and technically you can grab the vertices and you can move them around with stuff like tweak, which is this up here, and I clicked W to cycle through the different brushes. You can grab that and move it around. That's basically what the sculpting brushes are doing, but at different resolutions and at different what they're doing, just, a little bit, everything's a little different. And if you want to change that so that it does let you sculpt on it like this, I typically will hop on into Dynatopo mode, grab my inflate tool, make sure my Dynatopo is at 4 pixels, Dynatopo mode, and then take your little inflate deflate tool and just lightly hit it a couple times. You want to make sure it's big enough, so click F and you can scale your brush up over here. And if you see the little vertices changing in there, don't worry, we're going to smooth that in just a second. We're just making sure to cover all our bases here. And you'll also notice this is making our vertex count go up a whole lot over here. So pay attention to that while you're doing it. You don't want to go crazy with the vertices, but you can go a little crazy, just a little bit. Alright, now you're going to take your smooth tool. That a little bit. A few light taps. Since it's at 7th strength. It's very strong for this tool. quick key video probably. So this is one of the tools I use all the time. It's the Crease Sharp tool. You can find it next to other very useful tools, the other creasing tools, Draw Sharp and Crease Polish, which are both pretty good at making textures. However, for this, that's not the texture we're looking for. And let's say you use this tool all the time. I'm going to right click and I'm going to add to quick favorites. Now whenever I click Q, I can click Crease Sharp. It'll be right there, waiting for me. Give him some little nostrils. We'll give him a little bit of a mouth here. Line right there. Soften that just a tad. And I kind of want to make his mouth go up a little bit. Kind of like up there, so I'm going to make my brush bigger with F. And just bring it back with this elastic grab tool. Zoom in a little bit and push it up. There we go. Alright, quick key Q, quick favorites, F to shrink my brush back down. See what we can do about his silly little eyes over here. Give him a big ring around the rosy. And don't feel the need to be copying exactly what I'm doing. I'm hoping you're making a guy very different than mine, because I want to see what you guys can make. Blender's all about making what you want to make. I'll just be telling you some quick keys along the way. And some good sculpting tools to use. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and click off Dynatopo mode right now. This kind of... Dynatopo mode is good for high detail, like wrinkles and small bits on faces and stuff, because it gives you more stuff to work with, while normal mesh sculpting without Dynatopo on is really good at sort of smushing things in more and really moving the mesh around. See, like even with just doing a little scrape over here, you can see it's doing a lot. But both modes are very good. They just have their times to be useful. Give him an eyeball, and so we're gonna do something different here. We're gonna go to brush settings, and that's gonna be over in your properties window over here. In tool, go to subtract instead of add on your blob tool, and then go to the eyeball, and now make a little indent, and now you got a hole for an eye. that one more time. You'll be in your properties window on the side, this top tool button, brush settings, which should automatically be open if you have your tool selected, and then click subtract. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click add, because I'm going to give him the pupil. And I really like the blob tool because it adds a lot of depth. It won't just give you like a tiny layer, it'll give you a big chunk of mesh. Okay. Yeah, now he's looking a little silly. Alright. I'll be back again later to give you more sculpting tips and random bits of Blender basics knowledge. I'm just kind of creating little guys with you. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.